Well, Kevin Costner, behind us are a bunch of people in little carts wandering around hitting a little ball. Are they getting much exercise? Is this fun? Is it leisure? Is it business? Is it all of those things?
Well, I got to answer all the questions of the universe.
Oh, golf is like everything rolled into one,
Right.
isn't it?
It's a lot of stuff going on out there.
Is it the great, what's the word, democratizer? I mean, it brings together politicians, athletes, actors, business people.
Well, it number one, it expands the 15-minute talk or interview or a half hour at the lunch, or you're out there for 4.5 hours, 5 hours, and sometimes you can get to your point, you know. The other thing is, you know, it's kind of relaxing. It can be relaxing.
It can be, but you must have known some frustrations like all of us out there. So does golf relax you, or does it just
doesn't relax?
You tense?
It doesn't relax me. I mean, just in the pastoral setting can be very beautiful at times. If you can step out of your own ego, realizing you're not. See, the problem is you're not a good player, and you think you should be a good player. That can be frustrating. If you realize you're not a good player, then you can soften that level of frustration. You know.
That opening monologue that you have with Molly, that is a gem. I understand Mr. Shelton wrote that one. When you deliver that, I'm wondering if at the same time you're not just talking about golf. Are you talking about acting too? Part instinct, a nod to the gods, the satisfying drive when it works. Is that fair?
I think what's fair is that he gets lost in amongst all his kind of verbose, his kind of hollering at the horizon kind of thing. You can tell at that moment he's lost in what it is he really loves.
But at the same time, I feel like Ron Shelton is also writing for you. Coming out of your mouth, that's the kind of thing we saw with Crash Davis. It seems so real somehow. As if you really would be saying that sort of thing.
Well, you know, that's why I decided to do the movies, because for whatever reason it sounded right to me.
How much of golf now, we hear all of the hype that you're actually really good, you were a quick learner, many of the shots we see are obviously your own. How much of that's true? I mean, are you really that good?
I'm a quick learner, all the shots were mine, and I'm not really that good. Yeah.
I know that athleticism is something that frequently draws you to roles. Is golf more of an athletic enterprise than maybe some of us couch potatoes think?
I don't know. I know it's the most frustrating thing I've experienced. So, and I have not experienced that in other sports. So sometimes I wonder if it's a sport. Because usually, even in defeat, I'll enjoy my day at the gym. You know, if we're playing basketball, I won't enjoy losing, but I never felt like I wasted my time. There's many times when I've golfed that I felt like I've wasted 4 or 5 hours.
At Pebble Beach here, have you taken advantage of the opportunities?
Just a little bit.
Are you going to be henceforth a golf nut of some sort? Have you become addicted to this thing?
No, I haven't become addicted, but I want to play more. I like it, you know. I like the chance at greatness that golf affords you.
Now that sounds like Roy.
Yeah. Well, the part was written for me, you know, and it was written for me by friends who know me, so.
Has there been opportunities for you as an actor in many of the meetings and confabs that you have with colleagues where maybe you didn't go out onto the links with them, but now you will? Because that's always a big thing in the acting colony.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'll go because I can play and hold my own out there and not, you know, be really embarrassed, and I can continue to play. But there was a point in time with how I worked that I didn't feel like I could afford 4 hours to myself, 5 hours to play. And I've slowed down in a way that says, yeah, you can go out there. I play about once every 2 weeks now. You know, I like it to be a little bit more than that, but that's what it is, and I enjoy it.
Now, are you going to tell me on camera why the nickname Tin Cup?
No.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, there's an explanation for it.
Indeed there is. For those people who think they don't like golf and think they won't like a movie about golf, what do you have to say to them?
Think again.
Not bad.
No, but I mean, I think that's not as, for me to find a real good explanation for that, I can't. The only thing I could maybe say to that makes sense is if the people have enjoyed movies that I've made, then they're going to love Tin Cup. If you've enjoyed past movies that I've made, then you'll know that this ranks right with the best of them.
Some of us were out talking between interviews trying to come up with names of golf movies. That's a pretty short list.
Right.
Is Tin Cup, maybe in your opinion, at least something rather new on the scene?
Well, It's
The subject is
yeah, it's original. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's really what you pay for. You know, if you're waiting for the next great movie, then Tin Cup,
Yeah.
Has a chance at being that.
Meantime, Kevin, your character Roy McAvoy has advice good for us all. Every once in a while, give a nod to the gods.
Right.
Good to see you
Okay.
again. Talking to Kevin Costner here at Pebble Beach about Tin Cup. I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5.